If you haven't worked out by now, I love my toys, especially when it comes to my beer. This is the Braumeister from Spiegel, the 50 litre jobby, because there's no point in getting a 20 litre one when you want to do double batches in the same amount of time. I've set the program to run a protein rest, a saccharification, and then a mash out. I'll also boil for 60 minutes, and on the barbecue over there I'll do my sparge water. I like to sparge in this. It helps to get my volume up. I'm pushing nearly 100 litres a batch out of this. That's after the hour-long boil with the 10 litre sparge, which still keeps my gravity around 1056 for a 10.5 to 11 kilo grist. So yeah, it's probably, for the average home brewer, there's probably no need for a toy this extravagant, but I like it. I love it. It's one-stop cooking. Alright, the Braumeister from Spiegel. The malt pipe into the brewmeister or braumeister. The malt pipe's in. It's been beeping at me. I've set my mash in temperature at 45 degrees, so it's 45 degrees. Let's mash in. Don't get lots of dust on the camera. Sweet dust. Sugar. So yeah, spread it all around. The whole lot will go in. Like this is, it says it can only take 10.5 kilos, but I reckon you can put 13 and a half in this without too much of a problem. All of it goes in. Sweetness. There's more sweetness in there. Okay. That's in. Give her a bit of a stir around just to get it all in. I've really never had any problems with dough balls or anything when I tip my grist out at the end. Yeah, there's been no evidence of dough balls or anything. I have had problems with my grist, my crushing it too fine, getting malt fountains when the pumps turn on. The water, the liquor just finds the easiest route through the pipe, and yeah, will just come straight at the top, and that's a big mess. But I'm on a bit of a winner with this grist, this crush, so I won't change it. Good yield, no malt fountains, so it's a bit thicker on one side than the other, so we'll move some around. But yeah, don't have to really go nuts with it. I've found, just get it all like that. The dirty spoon. And just knock the sugar off that, because obviously we're going to screw something to that. A top filter. When these Braumeisters first come out, they didn't have the mesh, they had coffee filter pads, which were okay. Now they've got these stainless steel gauze things, and it's magic. So we lock our malt pipe down like that, nice and tight, and on the front we hit start, and you'll see up here the water starting to be pushed through, and this will cycle the whole time until it gets too hot and the pump has to switch off. But there she goes. G'day, Dinah here, the Braumeister. She's almost hit the boil. I think it's about 96 degrees, so we're just about up there. Time to get the hop additions ready. I'm a very simple man. I use a very simple technique. I've got 3 hop additions. 1, 2, 3 hop additions. So I have cups labelled 1, 2, 3. My first addition will be, tear that off, it will be Citra. And my recipe calls for 30 grams of Citra. So, grams of Citra. That's the bittering addition. And then we've got a 10-minute addition also of Citra, which is our second addition, and that calls for 60. Ooh, that's a big... Ooh. That's a lot of Citra. This bad boy's going to have some flavour. So 60 of that. Also, I have a 0 of Cascade of 40 grams of Cascade. So my last addition will be 40 grams. So we'll clean that bag up. Give it this one. 40. Ooh, 44. No. Yep, that's good. That's good. But also, in that, I've decided to put 60 grams of Zythos as well. So we use that same cup. Tear it off so it comes back to 0, and yes, 30 grams of Zythos. Yeah, it's a big one. Oh, that came out 33. That's alright. We love it. We love it. Okay, that's my hop addition. It's very simple. 3, 2, 1. No fail method. The other thing which I prepared this morning was my finding agent, and I use copper flock, and I actually rang the manufacturer of copper flock to ask how to best utilise his product, how it works best, and he told me the best way to do it was to make it up beforehand and add it in at 10 minutes or so, already made up, already reconstituted at the right temperatures and stuff, and this stuff will sit like that for a week, and then you have to throw it out after a week. But you can prepare that. It takes 5 minutes to prepare, but that's copper flock. That's like your Werf flock or your Irish moss or whatever, and that's seaweed. That is seaweed. Seaweed from the Philippines. So that's a 10-minute addition. So that goes in with one of them, I think. Anyhow, alright, that's how I prepare for my hops.